My children, stop all work for the next few minutes and listen carefully to today's message. Tonight is not normal for you. Today, your soul will feel the energy of divine power around it, and that divine power is me myself. And you have received this video today because you are ready to listen to my sermon. I, Jesus, am coming to your home tonight, and this is not a normal promise, but a divine miracle for all you believers. After tonight, your life will change completely. The Holy Spirit has called you to be ready to receive this divine sign from heaven. All those who disrespect the Holy Spirit by leaving this message incomplete will cry in regret later. Therefore, please pay close attention to this message, because I, Jesus, want to save you. Tonight is truly special, unlike any other night you've experienced. There's a unique sense of energy in the air, one that feels different from anything you usually encounter. This energy isn't just something you see or hear about, it's something you can actually feel deep within. It's a divine power, a presence that wraps around you like a warm embrace, filling your heart and soul with peace and comfort. This power isn't something far off or distant. It's right here, surrounding you. Think of it as a gentle force, like a soft breeze that you can't see but can definitely feel. Only this time, it's not just touching your skin. It's reaching your inner being, your spirit. It's a sign that something greater is at work, something beyond the ordinary, and it's meant just for you. This divine energy is a message from heaven, letting you know that you are not alone and that God's presence is real. Imagine this energy as a gift, like a special moment of grace that you've been given. Maybe you've had tough days, moments where you felt lost or uncertain, but tonight, that feeling of uncertainty is replaced by a sense of calm and reassurance. It's like someone is gently reminding you that everything is going to be okay, that you're being watched over and cared for. You might not be able to see this divine power with your eyes, but you can certainly feel it. It's in the air around you, in the quiet of your heart, and in the stillness of this moment. It's here to remind you that there's more to life than the everyday struggles and worries. This is your opportunity to pause, reflect, and recognize that heaven is near, and that this divine energy is here to guide you. So, as you go through tonight, take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel this presence. Let it bring you peace and comfort. Know that this energy is a direct sign from the divine, a reminder that you are loved, protected, and never alone. This divine energy you're feeling isn't just some vague or distant force. It is the very presence of Jesus Christ himself. Imagine Jesus speaking directly to you, not as something far off, but as a voice close to your heart. This message isn't coming through anyone else or by chance. It's personal. Jesus is reaching out to you right now because he loves you deeply and knows exactly what you need at this moment. When Jesus speaks, it's not just words, it's his love pouring into your life. His love is not some general idea, it's specific to you. He knows your joys, your struggles, your fears, and your hopes. And in this moment, he is choosing to speak to you, offering you comfort, guidance, and peace. It's like having a close friend who understands everything about you, standing by your side, ready to help, ready to listen, and ready to heal whatever is broken in your heart. What makes this even more special is that Jesus isn't distant or unreachable. He is speaking directly to your soul. Maybe you've gone through life feeling like you're alone at times, or that no one truly understands what you're going through. But Jesus does. His voice is full of compassion. He feels your pain and wants to ease it. His words are filled with mercy. No matter what you've been through or what mistakes you've made, he is here to forgive and to lift you up. And his message brings salvation, offering you hope, a new beginning, and a way forward, no matter how lost or uncertain you may feel. This isn't just a passing moment. It's a direct act of divine love meant specifically for you. Jesus is inviting you to open your heart to his voice, to listen deeply, because what he has to say will fill you with peace and understanding. He wants you to know that you matter, that you are seen, and that you are deeply loved. All you need to do is pause, listen, and allow his voice to enter your heart. This message you're receiving right now is not by chance. It's not something random that just happened to come your way. You are ready to hear it. You have been chosen and called by heaven to receive this message at this exact moment. There's a reason you're here reading these words, and it's because the Holy Spirit has been working in your life quietly and powerfully, preparing you for this very time. Think back on your life, on the challenges you've faced, the moments of joy, the lessons you've learned. Each of those experiences, whether they were difficult or uplifting, has played a role in shaping you and preparing your heart to be open to what you are hearing now. The trials you've gone through weren't meant to break you, but to strengthen you, to bring you closer to understanding the divine purpose in your life. The joys and successes you've experienced have been reminders of the goodness that flows from heaven, and the lessons have guided you, often in ways you didn't even realize at the time. Now you've reached a point where you are ready to truly listen, to truly understand, and to let the words you're hearing change your life. This message is not something to be taken lightly. It's a call to action, a call to open your heart in a way that you might not have before. And the fact that you're here right now shows that you are prepared for this moment. Sometimes we feel like we're not enough, like we're not ready to receive something so profound, but that's not true. You have been guided every step of the way to this point. You've been shaped and prepared by everything you've been through, and now it's time to trust that you are exactly where you need to be. This message isn't beyond you. It's for you. The Holy Spirit has moved within you, opening your heart and mind so that you can fully receive it. Jesus is making a promise that is far beyond ordinary. He is coming to your home tonight. This isn't just a casual statement or something to overlook. It's a miracle, a divine act that is about to take place, and it will be a turning point in your life. Think about all the times you've prayed, hoped, and sought the presence of the Lord in your life. Whether you've done this in times of joy or struggle, those prayers have been heard, and now the moment you've been waiting for is here. Jesus is not coming as some distant, far-off figure. He's not a remote deity who stays out of touch with your life. Instead, he is coming to you personally, entering your space with the warmth and intimacy of a friend who truly knows you. He wants to be close to you, not as someone you've only heard about, but as someone you can feel, someone whose presence is real and immediate. Jesus isn't arriving just to observe. He's coming to bring peace, healing, and transformation to your life. Imagine what it would be like to have Jesus in your home. His presence would fill the space with peace, a peace that calms your worries and quiets the noise of everyday life. All the stress, fear, and uncertainty you may be carrying will melt away as he brings a deep sense of calm. His peace isn't just temporary or superficial. It's a lasting, profound peace that reaches into the deepest parts of your heart, offering reassurance that everything is going to be okay. Along with peace, Jesus brings healing. This healing can take many forms. It might be physical healing, but it could also be emotional or spiritual healing. Whatever brokenness or pain you carry, know that Jesus is coming to make you whole again. His touch is gentle, but it has the power to heal wounds you've carried for far too long, whether they're visible or hidden deep within. Finally, Jesus brings transformation. This visit from him is going to change your life. It's not just about fixing a few things here and there. It's about a complete transformation. Jesus will guide you into a new way of living, one that is filled with purpose, love, and grace. This is your chance to leave behind the old and step into the new life that He offers. So tonight, open your heart and home to Him. Expect His arrival with faith and trust that when He comes, He will bring peace, healing and transformation that will touch every part of your life. Tonight holds immense power. After tonight, your life will not be the same. And this is not just a hopeful thought. It's a divine promise, a guarantee straight from Jesus. This night is set apart from all others because when Jesus comes to you, something incredible happens. His presence isn't just a brief moment of comfort. It will transform you deeply and fully. When Jesus visits you tonight, He will renew your spirit. Think of it like a fresh breath of air after being weighed down by life's challenges. All the tiredness, the emotional wear and tear you've been carrying will begin to lift. He knows the weight you've been under, the pressures, the doubts, and the fears. And tonight, His presence will give you a new sense of energy and peace that you may have thought was impossible to find. You'll feel lighter because He will lift the burdens that have been dragging you down. Along with this renewal, Jesus will heal your wounds. We all carry scars, some physical, but many emotional or spiritual. These wounds might come from past hurts, broken relationships, disappointments, or even your own struggles with self-doubt or guilt. But Jesus isn't coming just to observe your pain. He's coming to heal it. His love is gentle and powerful, reaching into those deep places where you've been hurting and bringing the healing you've been longing for. You'll start to notice a shift, a lightness in your soul, as these wounds are mended by His touch. Beyond healing, Jesus will give you new purpose. Maybe you've felt stuck or uncertain about the direction your life should take. Perhaps you've been asking yourself, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Tonight, as Jesus enters your life in a profound way, He will begin to guide you toward that purpose. His love will light the way, showing you new paths, new opportunities, and new ways of living that align with His plans for you. You'll no longer feel adrift, but instead, you'll feel a strong sense of purpose and direction. The struggles you face, no matter how overwhelming they seem, will start to fade as you walk in His light. This doesn't mean that life will suddenly become perfect or without challenges, but it means you won't be carrying those burdens alone anymore. Jesus will be with you every step of the way, making the load lighter, giving you strength where you once felt weak. His light will guide you, showing you the way forward, even when things seem dark. Your life will be filled with a new sense of clarity and peace, and it will all be guided by Jesus' love and the wisdom of the Holy Spirit. So tonight, trust in this promise. Open your heart to what Jesus is bringing, because after tonight, you will experience a transformation like no other. This is a divine guarantee. Your life will change, and it will change for the better. This moment is sacred, and it carries great importance. The message you are receiving right now is not something to take lightly. The Holy Spirit is calling you, reaching out to you in love and grace. But with this call comes a responsibility to listen, to be open, and to respond with faith. Disrespecting the Holy Spirit by ignoring or dismissing this message is not just a small oversight. It is something that will lead to deep regret. The Holy Spirit works in ways that are subtle yet powerful. Sometimes the Spirit speaks through gentle nudges, moments of inner conviction, or a sense of peace that we can't quite explain. When you feel these stirrings, it's important to pay attention because they are signs that God is speaking directly to your heart. But if you choose to turn away, to harden your heart, or to brush off this divine call, you risk missing something extraordinary. It's easy to get caught up in doubt or distraction. Maybe you've heard messages like this before and feel like nothing ever changes. But this message, this moment, is different. The Holy Spirit is inviting you into a deeper connection, a closer walk with God, and turning away from that invitation will have consequences. Those who ignore this call will miss out on the blessings that are meant for them. Think of the peace, healing, and transformation that Jesus is offering you. These gifts are real and available, but only if you are willing to accept them. To disregard this message is to close the door on an opportunity that may not come again in the same way. The sorrow that comes from missing out on such divine blessings is not a punishment from God, but a natural result of choosing not to embrace what is being freely offered to you. Imagine the regret of looking back and realizing that you could have experienced God's love and presence more fully, but chose to ignore the call. That is a sorrow that runs deep, and it is completely avoidable if you choose to respond now. The Holy Spirit's call is not one of fear or obligation, but of love. It is an invitation to grow, to heal, and to walk in the light of God's grace. This is why it's so vital to approach this moment with reverence and faith. The Spirit is not forcing you, but rather inviting you to open your heart, to trust in God's plan, and to embrace the blessings that await you. There is so much beauty, peace, and fulfillment on the other side of that decision, but it starts